All right, so let's talk about generative AI. Because here in 2026, it's not some new shiny toy anymore. Nope. It's a fundamental economic force, a multiplier that is completely remaking how we work, how we create, and even how we sell things. So today, we're going to break down how this technology is delivering these massive productivity gains and, what that actually means for the future of professional work.
So let's just kick things off with one number. You ready? 80 to 90%. That's the average efficiency gain we're seeing on a lot of manual repetitive tasks thanks to recent studies. I mean, think about that for a second. Work that used to eat up your entire day, you can now get it done in less than an hour. This isn't just a little improvement, it's a flat out revolution in how much we can get done.
And, this isn't just about making your own to-do list shorter. It goes way, way beyond that. These little efficiency boosts are all adding up, compounding across entire industries, and they're basically building a brand new AI-powered economy from the ground up. And when you look at the long-term projections, wow, they are absolutely staggering. Economists are estimating that AI is going to permanently increase the size of the entire economy. We're talking a 1.5% boost to GDP within just the next decade, and by nearly 4% in the long run. To put that in perspective, we are talking about trillions of dollars in new economic value. Trillions. Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting. Who's actually being affected the most by this? Well, it's probably not who you think. It's not the jobs we usually picture when we hear automation. The data's showing that it's the high-earning knowledge workers, your consultants, analysts, programmers. They're the ones seeing the biggest impact, with AI augmenting and, yeah, in some cases, automating nearly half of what they do. So, what are these tools that are driving all this change? Let's zoom in from that big picture view and actually look at the software that professionals are using every single day here in 2026. You see, the real key here is the rise of specialized AI. We're not just talking about your general purpose chatbots anymore. These are tools that are custom built for specific, complex jobs. They can take hours of really tedious creative work or admin stuff and just, poof, turn it into a few minutes of guided generation. Okay, let's take something super basic, like writing. The average professional types at maybe 40 words per minute, but these new context-aware dictation tools, like Willow, for example, let you just speak your thoughts at a totally natural pace, like 160 words per minute. That's a 4x productivity jump right there. And it's not just dumb transcription. This AI gets the context, it understands formatting, even technical jargon. Or what about creating content? I mean, a tool like SparkPod has completely changed the game for podcasting. You can literally take any piece of content, a blog post, a research paper, whatever, paste in the URL, and the AI generates a whole professional-sounding audio episode. It even hosts it and sends it out to places like Spotify. What used to need a studio and hours of editing, now it's done in minutes, just like that. And yeah, you guessed it. The same exact revolution is happening with video. With a platform like HeyGen, you can now create a hyper-realistic digital avatar of yourself from a single 15-second recording from your webcam. Seriously. And we're not talking about some clunky cartoon here. This is a digital twin that captures your voice, your appearance, your mannerisms, all ready to present video content for you. So you can imagine the business impact here is just massive. For companies, AI video generation is slashing production costs by up to 80%, and it's cutting down delivery times from weeks to literally a single day. For the very first time, creating high-quality, localized video content is something you can actually scale. Okay, but for all these incredible gains, the story of AI in the workplace isn't just about pure, simple efficiency. It's actually a lot more complex and, frankly, a lot more interesting than that. Which leads us to a really critical question, right? With all this amazing capability, is AI the perfect employee? Well, the answer, according to the researchers, is a hard no. Not even close. And this is where we run into a really cool concept from Harvard Business School. They call it the jagged technological frontier. Basically, it just describes the reality that AI's abilities are, well, they're uneven. It might be superhuman at one thing, like brainstorming a bunch of ideas, but then it can fail spectacularly at another task that seems super simple to a person. And the data from their study? It couldn't be clearer. For tasks that were inside this AI frontier, the consultants using it were over 25% faster, and their work was higher quality. But, and this is a big but, for a task they designed to be outside that frontier, the people using AI were actually 19% less likely to get the right answer. Why? Because because they started to over-rely on a tool that was fundamentally flawed for that specific problem.
So, what's the takeaway here? The most crucial point is that thriving in this new world isn't just about using AI. It's about knowing when to use it, and just as importantly, when to trust your own human expertise.
The research really puts it perfectly. The ultimate value from these incredibly powerful tools, it's not unlocked by just blindly automating everything. It's unlocked by sharp human judgment. So what does that mean for you and me? It means the single most valuable professional skill in 2026 is discernment. It's that ability to look at a project, look at a workflow, and know exactly which parts you can hand off to an AI for execution, and which critical parts absolutely need human strategy, human oversight, and that final human approval. Okay, so what does this human AI collaboration actually look like in the real world? Well, there's a perfect example of it emerging right now in e-commerce. The new frontier in online retail, it's all about AI-powered live shopping. Brands are taking those hyper-realistic avatars we just talked about and using them to create these interactive, personalized shopping streams that are running 24/7 all over the globe. Just think about the difference. A human influencer can run maybe one stream for a few hours a day, but these AI avatars, they can run thousands of streams at the same time, around the clock, in any language you want, and all for a fraction of the cost per acquisition. This scale is just, it's on a completely different planet. But here's the thing, the personalization is the real game changer. These avatars aren't just broadcasting one message to everyone. They're interacting. They can greet thousands of individual customers by name. They can bring up their specific purchase history. They can even offer data-driven styling advice. That's a level of one-on-one engagement that is physically impossible for a human to do at that kind of scale.
And this is what brings it all together. You see, this isn't about replacing the human influencer. It's about human marketers and strategists being the ones to design the campaigns, the messaging, the brand identity, and then using AI as this infinitely scalable execution engine to bring that vision to life in a way that was literally impossible before. Which kind of leaves us with one final thought to chew on. We know AI is a multiplier for execution. It can write the email, it can create the video, it can run the sales stream faster and more efficiently than any of us can. The real challenge for us then is to become multipliers of judgment, of strategy, of wisdom. Because